The sun was a giant golden lemon, squeezing heat over the whole meadow. Summer had turned the world into a warm, sleepy oven. "I hear a splash," Pip whispered, his bell giving a tiny, dry jingle. "Beyond the tall grass, there is a giant silver lake waiting for us." But the path was a jungle of emerald spears. The grass stood so tall that the sky disappeared. A fallen branch blocked the way, looking like a giant fallen tree. A cricket sat on top, too hot to even chirp. The ground was thirsty and cracked. Bree's little red boots went clack, clack, clack on the sun-baked earth. The air began to wiggle and dance. The heat haze was a ghost that made the trees look like they were melting. "I'm a melted bee," Bree groaned, collapsing into a puddle of shade. Pip's wings felt like they were made of heavy paper. They found a wild strawberry, but it was too hot to eat. It smelled like jam and summer naps. The Silver Lake felt a million miles away. Maybe the garden was just too big for a bee and a butterfly. Suddenly, a diamond fell from the sky. Drip. It was a sign that the Silver Lake was near. The water tasted like ice and stars. It gave Bree's wings a new electric hum. There it was, the Silver Mountain, with the blue sea on top. Higher and higher they flew, past the stone carvings and the mossy cracks. The air grew cooler with every inch. They reached the edge of the world. Below them lay a shimmering kingdom of wet magic.
Pip dipped a toe in. Ping! The water sent out 100 tiny rings to say hello.
A yellow leaf floated in the center, a perfect boat for a summer voyage. They hopped aboard and let the breeze take the wheel. In the Silver Lake, they saw two brave explorers looking back. They didn't look tired anymore. They looked like heroes. Suddenly, a giant feathered mountain landed. Splash! A summer storm of droplets rained down on their boat. They weren't dry, but they were finally cool. The heat was gone, washed away by a bird's bath. The sky turned the color of a peach. The long, hot day was turning into a soft, cool hug. "Come up," Bree buzzed to the friends below. Soon the rim of the Silver Lake was crowded with thirsty guests. It was the greatest pool party in the history of the garden. Even the grumpy cricket did a little hop splash. With wet wings and happy hearts, Bree and Pip began the flight back. The grass jungle didn't seem so scary anymore. The fireflies lit their lanterns to show the way. The meadow was full of tiny floating stars. Home was cool and smelled of moss. The heat of the day was just a golden memory. Bree gave one last wiggle, sending a final silver drop onto the moss. "Best summer day ever," she yawned. The moon took the sun's place, watching over the sleeping garden. The Silver Lake was quiet once more. Summer is for big adventures and even bigger splashes. But the best part is having a friend to share the shade. They dreamed of blue oceans and silver mountains. They dreamed of the next long golden day. Because no matter how hot the sun shines, there's always a way to find the cool.
小さなリュック乾いた石の上でゲム夢を見る遥か遠くの銀色の湖 草のジャングルをくぐり抜けて水滴一つが空から落ちる羽を震わせ見上げる先にそびえ立つ青い空の山手を取り合って雲を越えよう水しぶきが手招きしている踊ろうよ青いしぶきの中で夏の風がかすずしくささやく小さな羽も届いた場所君と一緒ならくないから木陰で二人手をつなごう木陰で二人手をつなごう踊ろうよ青いしぶきの中で夏の風がかすずしくささやく小さな羽も届いた場所君と一緒ならくないから木陰で二人手をつなごう木陰で二人手をつなごう月が目覚めて夜が満ちる木陰のベッドでおやすみ